Yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Patrick on Wassel.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Denver.
And again this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Safety screen. Switch. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. 70 Rangers. Check my 50. Mike is a 50.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check back. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos 40.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 20-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, block 54, block 54. Double dog, that's the right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Broncos.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Late in the end zone. It's third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, Vic Fangio going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 6-yard.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
33-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches. The 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
For the extra point.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
50 the mic. 50 the mic. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's checking crowd. Mike 50, Mike 50. We got it.
Back to throw again. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Nick Folk for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
It's the score. Broncos 17. Jets 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that off.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Kicker on.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, they finish a perfect month of September.